Well, hello, family. Good morning. I just felt like chatting, and there is some new intel. Um, well, first of all, I hope the sound is okay. I will check later. And we are going so rapidly in this moment, in every breath, that just aligning, becoming conscious of something, you are automatically aligning to it. So, and it's all it needs is your intention of um, doing so. What I mean with that is, I was talking before about the front portals, the ones within every country, and once we activate them with our original codes, um, it will activate, the 9 authentic portals, which I call the Gaia portals, but they're truly the Terra portals. Even before we manifested, we dreamed, we manifested this physical realm, Earth, which we can call Sovia. Then we got Gaia, when the dark became, was pulled into the negative of the dark, you know, and um, and now we are going backwards from Gaia to Sylvia to Terra in a way. So we are going back to creation point, and it's beautiful. So it's like the cycle is just, we're in the last cycle, and we are birthing now in this moment, the manifestation of the new realm, the new earth, the new dream, how you want to call it, the golden age. It's all part of a huge cycle, and it cannot be stopped, and we're gonna be part of it. Yeah, we are part of it. And so intention is enough. And we only have to feel and just know and align to that, authentic portal, and just with the intention of sending our, original codes there that are present within our field. That's enough. You know, that's how powerful we are now. It's unbelievable how powerful we are now. We are truly magicians in this point, and alchemists. It's wonderful. But of course, um, some of you need to give more light to shadows within, and but it goes very rapidly now. So just surrender and make the journey and have fun while you do it, and don't take everything so seriously, because up until this day, I personally still don't know. Um, I'm learning in every breath, and I have discovered a lot of false light within the spiritual movement that was brought into this spiritual movement during the hippie period, the 60s. And I talked before about the Merkaba, and but it's also the when we have a DNA activation, we have there's always like this triangle. You have the DNA activation, you also have a shadow that needs your light, and and you have that aspect, which I have referred to before as a shattered piece of your soul in a way. And you left it there in the shadow, and you bring it home to your heart, to your true light again. And then that aspect becomes part of you again. And then in a higher, the DNA gets activated, First you have the integration period, but then it gets activated. And in that moment, um, the aspect you brought home, that soul fragmented piece, it's also it also ascends at a higher level in a way. So that's the constant movement. And or what do I want to say with that? Yeah, well, up until this day, I still don't know if the memories of my soul that were brought to my attention are part of my original blueprint, the true darkness, you could say the true vibration of darkness, or it has a layer above it, a trickster layer above it that creates that soul memory in a way. So, how you call it in English? Well, so satanic, or well, it makes it more dark than it really is. That's the best way to describe it. It makes it more dark than it really is. In the hope that you will not dive into it, and give it your full light and your love. So I also feel, well, yeah, in this moment, and it has been confirmed, not all the soul memories, some of them were truly part of my original template, you could say. But, well, I would say like 50% maybe was made darker than it really was in essence, to you know what I mean. So that came through these past days. I felt like sharing it with you guys who resonate with that. And that's that. And I see on FBI book soul sisters, but also soul brothers, who are being brought into, well, divine experiences, but not fully understanding what is happening in that moment. So I have experienced those moments too, but of course, I had my own unique experience. And I'm just going to share two experiences because I see now it's being reflected back to me through experiences of soul family, that it is going on now for many of you out there. So, and just want to share it. And the first one is like the sacred marriage within yourself, the sacred marriage of the feminine and the divine feminine and the divine masculine within yourself. That's the moment when that happens. It's a very strange moment because it feels like you're dying, and you need to get into the surrender state fully and trust the process. And for me personally, it was like my whole physical body was being dissected. Is that the right word? But it was, it was falling apart into pieces. And then it with beautiful light, which I now know it's the light of the whole spectrum of creation. It was every color imaginable, um, was creating this new physical body in a way. And when I was back together, as a whole body, there was this beautiful male god above me, and he was telling me, "Well, come with me, yeah, reunite with me." And so I did, and he came in, and it was like this huge ecstasy, just being very when you're having a sexual experience with someone you love very deeply, you get all excited, and your yoni becomes, like this beautiful portal of infinite love. And that feeling I experienced. And yeah, and it was so beautiful. And so I felt like dying, and then I was being, yeah, reborn. And the next day, ever since that day, I was in love with myself. So I was just, never a dull moment ever since. And even though I had still had to make a journey of healing with my body, and but I was so in love with myself. So yeah, and a sister told her story, and it was similar, but through her own, her own experience. So that's going on right now. We are all, well, the ones who are ready, but most of us, are ready now. We are being brought back to that 0 point of harmonic energy directly connected to creator within ourselves, and where divine feminine and divine masculine become one, as it were, within you. So, so if something happens like this, similar, it resonates. You know what is going on, and do not fear. Just surrender fully. And another thing is that when you experience for the first time, um, well, you could say the first, when you experience for the first time a full alignment with your own creator 0 point in a way, you also have the full alignment with creator in that moment. You can just, pass out completely, because it's such a high vibe frequency. It's beyond everything you have ever felt before. And I can only share from my own experience when that happened. I was in the caravan in the forest, in Belgium, and I was I was doing something. I was making a soul portrait for someone, and well, it was actually, yeah, because we met. We needed to meet each other in that moment, because there was a key energetic key exchange that was very important. And and because of that, I could make, well, like a cycling journey back to, like a, well, an eight movement, an eight cycling movement back to the beginning of creation, to 0 point. And it was the whole night I couldn't sleep. It was I was just like, I was gone all the time. It was a dying moment experience again, and but I knew it was all okay, and I just went into the surrender mode. And at some point, I just passed out. And I fell with my head on the wooden stove. And I was lying there for I don't know how long. And then I woke up, and I just felt like I had never felt before so much purity, so much lightness, and just so much love, and my body was just, every cell was just purity, beyond purity. And well, my friend, I was my partner during that period. He woke up and he found me and he was like, "What happened?" And well, I said, because we had different frequencies during that period, and so he couldn't fully understand. So I just asked him to please get apples. I need to eat apples. And there was still one apple in the caravan, and I ate that apple, and I've never. It was just I ate that apple, and it was heaven on earth. It was truly heaven on earth, and I have been eating apples that whole day. So yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful. And another thing, when I could, when the magic truly began, when I could see the elementals in the forest, and I had this well, I could see. I was just sitting in nature, with my favorite tree, and well, he took me on a journey, and just going on a journey with a tree, and things like that. And I could see in the pond swimming dolphins of light, yeah, in a violet color, so beautiful. And it was my reality. It was truly, I could see it with my eyes open, and I could see other dimensions, on the property where I was. And I met there an old woman. She also lived there, but she was my mother during some time. I knew I was brought there to um, give birth to my baby dragon in a way. And because I was there on the bones, I was living on the bones of who I was once as a dragon, and during my dragon incarnation. And I died there. So I was there also. So that, I had this magical period, and everything became magic. And, they also call it the rainbow phase. And I could see myself just fully disappear into nothingness, and there was nothing. So I was like, okay, so I'm nothing. In essence, I'm nothing, and I'm everything at the same time. And I could see the forest just disappear, and just totally change. And so it was just, I was really like, whoa. Yeah, so that was that period. And before that period started, um, I was, yeah, there was just out of nowhere, there was this beautiful golden orb ball, this beautiful golden orb, and I could see it with my eyes open, and it was there, and I was like, oh, what do I need to do with that? And I was just, well, it's a gift, so I take it and I will unwrap it, and so when I unwrapped that golden orb, that's when all the magic and craziness started. So if you suddenly see a huge orb with your eyes open and you're like, what? Just take it, it's a gift. And so just felt like sharing that also. And yeah, and remember that when magic suddenly disappears, well, it means you've brought home the soul pieces, the shattered soul pieces, and you're whole again, and you're being anchored into your body fully, and you need to root even deeper. And I have experienced personally, because I was brought back to the north of the Netherlands after that, magical period, and I just went back into the 3D realm fully, and with everything. And well, not with my consciousness, of course, but I was being pulled into that 3D realm, and I took care of my mother. She was ill, and I lived with her for a year and a half. And I was being brought back, of course, to my father also. And during that year, I was just, in acceptance. Well, okay, well, it's just, apparently the magic will come again. I've just, it's just gone now, and it will be okay. I've done the work, or maybe my mission is already over. I was just like, okay, well, this is it, and I had peace with it, so I surrendered to it, and after that period, when I got this home here, and I had my own holy place again, the magic started again. But I started to realize that I needed to go there. I needed to experience that because there was parts of my spiritual ego were still present, and I needed to break it down fully. And what I learned by being so closely with my mother and my father, although they are not together, but they live in the same town, um, that I can fully be present in love in every breath when I just listen to the silence behind the words. And of course, we all have parents from certain generations, and lots of them are conditioned, have conditioned minds. And but you don't have to get feelings of irritation or something, or the only thing we can do is how we respond to that. So I learned to just listen and be fully present within my higher heart, and just listen to the silence behind the words of conditioning, the words of fear, the words of anger, whatever layer presented. I just listen to the silence behind that word, you know. And then I would just feel into the body, or into the field. Where is my light needed? Where is my love needed? And then I would just, send my love there, send my light there. And yeah, and of course, yeah, okay, respond. Yeah, I understand. Of course. Oh, that's hard. Yeah, of course. Just be like that, be loving. And you will notice when you go through that transformation, that was the hardest lesson for me. It took me a year and a half, but I did it. And then there was one lesson after, that was last year, in 2021, in almost a year ago now, June 2021. I needed to let go fully of a situation. I won't go into detail, but it became a life-threatening situation, and and that situation rebirthed a memory that was so needed to give my light and love to. It was so satanic, and so I did, and um, and it took me a few months, to fully integrate it and release it and transform it, because it was a really, really, really big thing for my soul. And well, and then 2022 started, and I was just at a breaking point. And then my three dogs, I still have one, Morley, but his father and his mother, and my other dog, who I brought from Belgium, they came to me. And when I was in this pain, a very deep pain, he came, and it just brings tears to my eyes. And he came, they all three came, and my first dog, Gizmo, he went lying on my heart chakra. And my other dog, Chula, his love was lying here, and the other from Belgium, Chester, was lying here. they just fully transformed the pain and fully opened my higher heart, like never before. And well, that was 22nd of February this year. And I was realigned and to home, to Cassiopeia, and no more now and then contact with my higher self and team, but it became constant and it became a party, and so it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So it's all worth it. So I just felt like sharing that. And keep your heart of wonder open. And I just recently, I just shared with a sister because she took some pictures, and I just made her aware of all that was visible in the pictures she took. And she was like, oh, wow, I didn't saw that. And, it's all perception. And then you experience a world of wonder also, because your photo camera, um, it's part of your consciousness, and also the light of the sun, it can assist you in when you take photos, with your camera. It can also assist you in seeing beyond this, seeing beyond the veil, and also the colors are never the same. You can take different pictures during the day, and the colors can be different, but it's also a reflection of your inner, self in that moment. And so I just felt like sharing that also. If you're in need of some wonder and you want to experience wonder, start making some pictures and just and ask your camera, because it's your camera, it's part of your consciousness. So ask to reflect back the beings that are present in your field in this moment, or what colors I'm working through in this moment. Ask the sun, ask beautiful Mother Earth, ask the elementals, ask your higher self, ask your team, and they want to do whatever it takes to keep your heart of wonder, active and happy. So yeah, so I will share during this video. I decide now I will play some pictures of wonder. So yeah, so you can enjoy it at the end. So enough for today, and well, enjoy some pictures of wonder I took during the past, I don't know, past 7 years, I guess. And you will see a little water elf, you will see a little fire elf behind my crystal, and well, and there's more to see. Just see with your consciousness fully open and enjoy the magic of Gaia's. I still call her Gaia. I'm so used to calling her Gaia, but now is Terra constantly coming through. And but our beloved Mother Earth. Yeah. Well, have a magical Sunday, and where I am at in the Netherlands, it's Sunday, and well, step into your true light and dive into your shadows. And don't be afraid, because they are only needed for you to, use the power of your true light. Well, love to you all. Bye for now.